Hey guys, I'm Dane, and today I'm gonna be talking about and reviewing the RPK-74M LMG for the support class. This weapon had some significant changes made to it in the spring patch. Usually when I try out a weapon I've never used before, I have some sort of attachment unlocked for it from battle packs, but in this case I had nothing at all. So I thought to myself, this is gonna be a fun review. And boy, was I right! Starting off with the stats from Simthic.com, you can see that the RPK-74M has got a low RPM of 600, with a muzzle velocity of 600 meters per second, and here's the first sign that this weapon is meant for medium and long range engagements. The damage starts off at 30 damage, unlike the standard 24.5 damage, and it drops off to 20 damage at 65 meters, unlike the standard 18 minimum damage. This is the second sign that this is a long range weapon. The reload time is quite slow for a mag type rifle. The short reload is 3.15 seconds and the long reload is 4.2 seconds. This is a lengthy reload, but the 41 bullets in the magazine makes up for this a tiny bit, but not much. The recoil pattern isn't the best, but by far not the worst. It fits nice in between those two with a 0.36 vertical recoil, with a 0.3 left and a 0.2 right horizontal recoil. So it's not hard to control this weapon at all, especially not with the 1.25 first shot multiplier. Now, ordinarily I'd recommend some different attachments for any given weapon that I'm reviewing, but with the way barrel attachments and grips work at the moment, I'm more or less running all of my weapons naked, because in my opinion, the drawbacks to the attachments overlook the strengths they add to the weapon, making them a bit useless to slap on there. Unless it's a weapon with insane amounts of recoil of any sort, then it would be a bit of help, but not a lot, and not in a lot of cases. So the way I ran this weapon, well, camo, laser sight mostly turned off though, and a cobra sight because the coyote or the HD red dot sights are unlocked through battle packs, and my luck is, well, shit. I've never had a weapon where I picked it up and instantly did well with it, but this weapon, the RPK-74M, is a match made in heaven for me, and it's become my new long-range weapon for the support class. The damage up close and at range makes the RPK-74M a great long-range rifle that will be able to perform well in close quarters, and with the low first shot multiplier it keeps getting better and better. This all suited my playstyle amazingly well. I love long range, and as soon as I picked this weapon up, I had a lot of fun and went on some awesome kill streaks, and long ones too. When I was accurate, I did pretty well in close quarters, even when you think about the disadvantage of the low RPM, but the high damage up close added with the accuracy made it a strong contender for some great diverse combat across multiple ranges. Though it's still the best at long range, and I keep it that way most of the time to make full use of its potential and my playstyle. The tap and burst firing of this weapon is super precise, and it's just a laser. So keep tap and burst firing for days and you'll do well. I love long range combat as often said, but I like to have weapons that allow multiple strategies and is diverse enough to handle different situations. And I gotta say, once I got used to the RPK-74M, it was really fun, even though I personally do not like the looks of it, but hey, don't judge by appearances. It's still great fun to use. This is some sort of a pickup line of mine, and it usually never works. What I don't like about this weapon, besides the looks of it, is that the reload speed is quite slow compared to other mag-fed weapons. The belt-fed weapons do of course take some time to reload, but the RPK-74M could do with a faster reload. Especially when you compare it to the RPK-12, which has got a 2.4 short and a 3.3 long reload, with 61 bullets in the mag. This seems a bit unbalanced compared to the RPK-74M, but hey, guess you can't have it all, right? Anyway, keep this weapon at medium to long range and you will be able to pick targets with ease. I've had multiple engagements against snipers at range where I was victorious. The penalty for moving and firing with this weapon seems bigger than the other weapons, even though they've got the same moving accuracy. But with a low RPM you really have to be on point with all of your bullets in medium and close quarters to kill players and win firefights. But once you've accomplished that, you'll love this weapon, just like me. I'd recommend big and open maps to make full use of the long range potential of this weapon. I had a lot of fun on Siege of Shanghai, Gulf of Oman, Golden Peaks, Savat and Rogue Transmission, but yeah, you get the idea. Big open maps are your friend, so keep at it and try to keep around cover as you really have to do no matter what, but just make sure you're able to peek around corners and pick targets off at long range, and then you'll be a huge help to your friends and teammates, especially on Rush and Conquest Large, where you are able to engage from a distance and get the drop on the enemies and try to help support your teammates who are already assaulting the point. And I've even had some times where I was assaulting a flag or something where I was more or less a one-man army, because I was able to take the entire point by myself, because I was able to start shooting and picking targets at range until I got up close and personal. I've said that this weapon is a great contender for close quarter combat, but it's really not the best, and you really have to keep this in mind. Keep this at long range. Close quarters you will be able to do well if you're precise with your weapon, but if you miss a shot or two, you're gonna have a bad time. Unless, of course, your enemy is going to miss a hell of a lot of shots. I love the RPK-74M. It's mine now. I'm keeping it. No, you can't have it. Well, okay, but don't scratch it. And that's it for this time, guys. Let me know what you think of the RPK-74M in the comments below, and if you prefer close, medium or long range combat. You know, from all of my rambling, I love long range, especially as a sniper. So yeah, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for future and more content on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.